Okay, so here we have our full setup that happened for the setup portion of the facial, hair removal, and manicure. We're going to pretend like we've already done the facial. You have a video for that. Now here's your video for your hair removal portion. So they're going to instruct you. You will now perform the hair removal portion of this exam. Individually, you will be instructed to perform the soft wax procedure. They say that. You're going to sanitize your hands. Get in your drawer to get your gloves on. Get your gloves out of your hair removal bag because you're all organized with your procedure bags. Close drawer, re-sanitize hands. You may put your gloves on, and then you'll wait for further instructions. I'm fighting the fingers from when I took them off earlier when we practiced this together as a class. Okay, so now they're going to come up to you and they're going to say, please perform your wax procedure. So you've already got your gloves on, so you're going to sanitize your hands. And you're going to get in your drawer. Then out of your waxing bag, you're going to get a 2x2. Close drawer, sanitize hands. Astringent, don't touch it to it. And you're gonna fold it. So then that way, let me make sure you can see me. Oh yeah. Come from above and do just under the eyebrow, but you see how I'm not getting near the eyeball. Done. So we discard. We sanitize our hands. Now we're going to get back in our drawer. We're going to get another 2x2. Close drawer, set down, sanitize hands. Now we're going to apply powder. Again, we don't want to touch the tip to the 2x2, just a little bit. And I'm not touching the tip to open it either. You guys have the little shakers, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can see, let me see what we can see. My powder here, I'm gonna kind of tap it in, like squeeze it into that 2x2 a little bit so it's a little easier to control. Whoop, up there, okay? And then I'm gonna fold it like this, keeping the powder on the top. And then I'm going to come in from the side of the eye. You can kind of work her head so you're not getting in her eyeball. And then that way, and you can even shield a little. Right here. So I'm not resting my finger on her eyeball. I don't know if you can really see that. It was right here. Can you see? Not on the eyeball. Was resting on like this area here on the outer eye, okay? And I'm gonna remove my hand now so you can see where I'm placing. Okay. Then we're gonna fold this in half and we're gonna wipe the product away without hitting the eyeball. Okay. You guys can see how I did that. So again, I wiped away coming in from the side and above, wiped it away without hitting the eyeball. Okay, so discard into my trash can, sanitize hands. It's nice your stuff's all set up in order. So they're watching you and you're nervous, you're following your order. And then I get in my drawer and I'm going to get a wax stick and a strip. Set the items down, close my drawer, Sanitize. Test on my wrist. Use the strip to wipe product off. Discard. Notice my lid went back on. Sanitize. Back in the drawer. Close drawer. Sanitize. Now this time we want enough product that we can do a thin, even layer under the whole eyebrow. Okay. So we're going in the direction of growth. And you're going to start over here and you're going to, I'm still going in the direction of growth. Okay. So I don't know if you could tell in the video, but when I applied, I was applying from the side, and then if it didn't stick well, I lifted up and then came back in and kept going. So I wasn't going back and forth. I was just going in the direction of growth. So we've got a thin, even layer. Can you see it? I don't know if you can or not. Side view maybe. All right, so I discard. Sanitize. Get in the drawer. Down. Sanitize. Lace strip. Now we've got to press in the direction of the growth. So on this eyebrow, that's this way. The other eyebrow would be that way, but we're doing this eyebrow. You only have to do one, it's tapered. So I set this here, press in the direction of growth. Make sure it's obvious that you are going in the direction of growth. You don't want to look like you're going back and forth. That's a no-no. So this way. Now we need to hold the skin tight, taut. So I take my two fingers and I kind of look like I'm pulling the skin backwards. And then I'm going to quickly pull across. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we need to put our pressure. You know, when we do this with Removel, we just use the strip. I suppose you could use the strip too if you wanted. Hold our pressure immediately before disposing of the strip. Okay, so now we can discard. Sanitize. Get in drawer. 2 by 2 down. Remove a product. Again, not touching the two. Okay. Again, fold your 2 by 2 so you can come in from the side. And you can see not touching the eyeball. If you need to fold it in half again and wipe that product away, you can. Discard. Sanitize. Get in the drawer. Oh no, she's out of 2 by 2s. What could she do? She could use a piece of a paper towel or go back to her facial kit and get the extra 2 by 2s in there. Or a Q-tip from our facial kit. Okay, so I got the 2 by 2 sanitized after closing the door because we still have to do our soothing product. And then again, folding it, coming in from above to applied your soothing product. You can wipe it off if you want, but it's not a task line. Just make sure you don't hit the eyeball. This card. And then they should say thank you. And they'll move on to watch the next person.